Hi guys, I'm Yuanlong from Group 87, and I'm honored to be here to present my other two teammates, Kailai and Ziqing, to present the project result of our AI approach on the sequence scan. And the AI, so let's start with a little bit introduction. AI planning has always been a hot topic in recent years, with scientists and engineers working together to use computational power to ease many human tasks. Ever since the AlphaGo beat the human on the Go board, the world is more curious than ever to know how far can we reach on this specific field. In this project, we explore three different AI planning strategies in the sequence scan. What is sequence scan? It is a classic board game aiming for 5 cards in line while preventing your opponents from doing so, which is similar to Go ban, but with more restrictions. We applied the more basic version of the game with two simple modified rules about card drafting and the heart of the board. As card drafting, as a card drafting game, the sequence unique rules make this project very challenging. First, the planning time of our agents is limited. And the second one is unlike typical maze problems such as Pac-Man, the actions are not continuous in this game. The availability actions depend on the player's hands, adding uncertainty and challenges when playing the pass. Let's start with our final tournament agent performance. This is our agent's performance against all other approaches, which are the BFS and A-star algorithm. Also put the random agent aside as a reference. From the results, we can see the BFS agent performs poorest. With the similar performance with the random agents, and it is no match with the heuristic and the Q-learning agents. Comparatively, the A-star outperformed the BFS and random, but it only had 3% win rate against the Q-learning. Provided by the highlighted pass, the Q-learning agent dominates all other agents. In the final last 3 tournaments, our China agent achieved the best rank of 23rd. And you may wonder how we train our agents. We're going to review that. We designed 3 features of the agents. They represent 3 actions phases in the game: pick a draft card, play a card, and remove a card. Let's start with the draft feature. We aim firstly 2 eye-jacks. The second 1 eye-jacks. Thirdly, any cards can form a sequence. And the last one is the cards that can potentially create a sequence. The weight of the third index is multipliable, which means if a card can form 2 sequences, this card will overweight any jacks, and then be our best draft cards. And let's move to the second phase, the placing feature. From the left to right, the place feature takes hard spaces, making a sequence, self-chips count, preventing opponents form, and opponent's chips counts. And in the Q-learning agents, and we're going to talk about the remove feature. Like when the agent has 1 eye-jack, as the game rule stated, it allows us to remove 1 card from the game board. From left to right, these weights are given to remove the opponent's chip from the hard spaces, destroy the opponent's sequence, take the opponent's chip where it can connect to ours, and take away the opponent's chip. There are some challenges we met during the project. The first one is to find a suitable training targets. We start training with the random agents and complete this stage of training very quickly with an over 90% win rate. However, the result with the further training with itself isn't going well. For some reason, the Q-learning agents think some features are unnecessary and they give them negative weights, which is counterintuitive. As a fact, that negative model isn't performing well in these tournaments. So arising from the first challenge, sometimes we have to tune the parameters manually. We try to make the Q-learning algorithm more defensive by increasing the weight of the fourth place in the both cards placing and removing features. In self-training cases, this approach gives us higher score. However, in the tournaments, the defensive Q-learning algorithm got lower ranks and scores. What improvements we can make? Yes, we can make a lot of improvements. From the feature-wise speaking, we did not express the board's four corner as a feature. The proper use of the corner of the position can undoubtedly be easier to win the game. Besides, the calculation of the chips count can be improved. Adjacent chips could have a higher weight because adjacent chips are more likely to make a sequence. Also, we can include the deck cards. And from the training perspective, if we train with other higher rank agents, it will have a higher chance for a better model. And here are some other algorithms we attempted in this project. Initially, we start with two other algorithms, BFS search algorithm and A-star algorithm. Implementing the BFS agents does not require much domain knowledge, which is good for us, like at the beginning. And it is effective to match up our hands with potential sequence. However, it does not easy to apply advanced strategies to the agents. It makes us more dependent on luck. And in the later case, we're really quick to make the A-star agents with the domain knowledge we accumulated from making BFS agents. And the code looks very nice and tidy. It performs much better than our previous one. However, further improve in its performance requires us to have a deeper understanding of the game. And potentially we're looking for its winning strategies. And that point is very hard. In conclusion, the first time applying such algorithm to non-maze type problem is very challenging and rewarding. To abstract the concepts of path-finding algorithms and use it in a new field, sequence game, requires a deep understanding of both the algorithms and the fields. By analyzing the performance of our agents, we learned that the blind search algorithms is hard to perform in an environment where it needs a lot of domain knowledges. The performance of heuristic search algorithm is related to our understanding of gaming rules of our winning strategies. And the reinforcement learning algorithm, Q-learning, have the best performance on our agents, as it has more features and can gradually improve by training it, even beyond our imagination. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for listening.